Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today, I want to talk about how to access your inner power and how to live life fuller with more intensity and how you can increase your capacity to live life, to live more, to live deeper, to live more intense. And so, what keeps us from living that life, and what keeps our power that is inside of us trapped? Why are we feeling powerless? Why are we feeling that life doesn't make sense? Sorry. Why do we feel that life is hard? And why do we feel trapped and kind of unable to access that inner self, that inner energy? And so I want to talk about this today and share with you what I found out for myself. And maybe you can give it a try to see if it works for you. If not, let me know. If it works, let me know as well. And I'm happy for any kind of feedback. So, to access your inner power, you have to understand what power is, or what your energy is. And I mean, we're all energy, we're all consciousness, and energy to come into full effect needs to flow. So if your energy is trapped inside of you with no connection or with very little exchange to the world around you, then you may have a huge potential. Everybody has a huge potential, but the actual exchange of energy, the exchange of frequency, of things that you could move and change is very little, very low, and this makes you feel that life is happening around you but not with you, and that things are happening outside of your control, not realizing that actually you are in control. You are the one restricting yourself from exchanging your energy. And so the reason, or the main thing that I think that causes this block is that we direct our focus outside of us. So we are focusing on things that are around us and trying to get them, or trying to compare. We are comparing ourselves to others, or we are evaluating the situation that we are in. We are focused on the past. We're holding on to it. And life is a continuous flow, is a continuous now, a continuous moment. We're always in the now. But if you attach to the past that is already gone, or to the future that you want, or something you want but you lack, and you feel this neediness or this lack of something, you hold on to it and you don't allow the energy to flow. So holding on to the past means you keep this image, this vision, this feeling alive, and you project it constantly in your surrounding, in your reality, and it's showing up exactly the same way, the way that you're projecting it. So you will see always what you have already known. The things you say, yeah, I know this is going to happen. I'm always this kind of person who cannot do this. I'm always this kind of person that gets into this kind of situations. And the problem here is, in a simple word, that we are distracted. We are distracted from the now, from the current moment. And why is this so important? Because distraction means that you have distraction. You have no traction. You have no access to your inner flow of energy. Why is that? Because you are not focusing on the here and now with all your presence, with all your awareness, with all your focus. And this way, we have lost connection to our inner flow of energy, our inner feeling. We don't know how we feel, we don't know how to perceive ourselves. We cannot just be in the moment. Many people have this issue that they cannot just be. I talked about this before, that we are afraid of being alone. We're afraid of silence. We're afraid of darkness. But if you want to live your life full, you have to expand the capacity of perceiving it in the present moment. So I will repeat again. In order to live life fully and truly, we have to expand the capacity to experience your life in the present moment. And how do you do that? You have to become aware of yourself, of your inner self. And the best way to do that is basically if you avoid distraction. And what do I mean by distraction? It doesn't mean you have to lock yourself in and meditate all day and don't interact with anyone. Of course, there are times when you, especially in the morning and in the evening, when you should sit down and meditate and let all the thoughts go and just try to be present and imagine how you want your day to be, or review your day and imagine your next day, how you want it to be. But also during your day, when you are interacting with others, when you are doing things, whatever you do, how do you do them? Do you do them and think about the next thing you're gonna do, or do you distract yourself? For example, you may find yourself listening to music, which is by itself not a bad thing, but maybe doing the thing, let's say mowing your lawn or working on the computer or whatever it is that you're doing. If you cannot be really present, you cannot perceive life as it is. So distraction is always a resistance to what is right now, because in your view or in your perception, it is not good enough to be on its own. So you need distraction in form of thoughts or external entertainment or stimulation of whatever kind. And this keeps your awareness, your focus diverted from the present moment. And this, again, does not allow you to tap into your own frequency, into your own alignment, into your own flow state that you could expand. And rather than tapping into your flow and feeling how you can increase that flow, how you can increase your capacity to experience now, how can you, the feeling, there's no need for words, for thoughts, or for ways to describe what you feel. It's just your capacity that has to expand. And once you do that, you will realize that there's so much energy in you, flowing out of you and also through you, and also that you can that much more energy is flying into you, and then helps you to do whatever it is what you really want, to express yourself and to be aligned with who you really are. But to do that, you need to look inside. And many of us, we just forget that. we think we need more distraction, and we need more distraction to get what we want. We look outside, and the more and more we try to either distract ourselves, to entertain ourselves, or to rely on external things, the less we are connected to who we truly are. And this is always, if you think about it, people having a simple life, whatever simple means, but let's say simple means you don't have much or many possessions. You have maybe you have a simple house, a simple garden, and a family, and it doesn't look special to the outside, but people seem to be much happier. Or if you look at people that live away from civilization, they're just got recently discovered and they are not yet connected to our modern way of living. And although they seem to be poor or underdeveloped, they are actually not. They have a fulfilled life and they have happy and they are in alignment with themselves, their nature, the environment. Does it mean we have to live like them? No, but it means that in order to be happy, you don't need all this stuff that we always think we need. We don't need to be up to date with the news. We don't need to go to foreign countries. We don't need to have the most expensive stuff. All of this is good. All of this serves a purpose. And I don't say you should not have anything of that, or I don't say you shouldn't do any of that. But why is that many people who have it all, they are the most unhappy people in the world? Why do people who get successful, why do they need drugs or other ways to compensate their inner emptiness? And the way I see it is that we are distracted from what matters, which is us and our inner energy, and we are distracted of focusing on that inner flow, of this inner state of being, of awareness, and of allowing to perceive what is, because there's always only the now. There's never going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be another today, and today is always now. So what are you going to do to live life to your fullest capacity? Become present and find that inner flow state, that will express itself in an outer flow state, and you will see that life is just coming through you, it's coming to you, and what comes to you has always the exact quality of what you have sent out, what you are in resonance with. This is the universal law of vibration. Your frequency resembles the quality that you attract. And you can see what you attract is basically an indicator for what you have sent out before. And you can only do that if you become aware of yourself, of the now, and let go of all the things that do not longer serve you, like the past. You can say that your past is your past blocks, your traumas from childhood, or whatever it is that you carry around with you. There's always a now, and there's a decision to focus on these past issues or to start new right now. Now is new. Now is new, and new means there is no old. So you can choose now to invite new things into your life, new experiences, new energies, new frequencies, and new expressions that you want to express, is what you want to do, you want to have, and you want to bring into your life. And it starts always now. And all that keeps you from doing that, from experiencing that, is your lack of exchange of energy. And this lack of energy comes from focusing outside of you and distracting yourself from the flow of life. You have no traction. Distraction means you have no traction with the flow of life, with the energy of life that all living beings that are in alignment with nature have. They are living in alignment, we are not, and that's why we feel isolated, and that's why we live against nature, against universal laws, against things that should do us well, do us good, but we do the things that do not only that are not only bad for others but also bad for ourselves. And we don't see the connection because we are distracted from what matters. So this being said, I hope you get the idea. I could communicate it clearly and that you can listen better today. I use headphones. Last time I think there were some issues with the audio quality. And if you have any questions or feedback on this video, please let me know. I would be happy to answer them, your questions. And see you next time. Have a nice day and stay aware. Be aware and stay focused on your inner self, on your energy flow, and see how things will unfold and change in front of your eye. And with this being said, have a wonderful day and talk to you soon. Bye.